Is colocation pricing more effective than cloud services?
Is colocation more affordable than cloud services is a interesting question in that it isn't necessarily an either or. There are definitely workloads and scenarios where it makes more sense to run that in colocation, to where you buy the equipment and you amortize it over however long the equipment's going to last and put it inside a colo will save you money over the public cloud, as an example. That could be AI workloads, it could be very heavy storage, like object storage workloads. If you're interacting with that data on a frequent basis, where you're going to get a lot of extra expenses you did not expect, say in the public clouds, is all of that data moving back and forth is going to really ring up and be very expensive. Whereas if you put in colocation and you have fixed circuits, you have a fixed budget price, you know exactly what it's going to cost you, and you usually are buying a little bit more equipment that you need, so you have a little bit of a headroom, and now you have a very reliable budgeted number versus the sort of ephemeral workloads in the public cloud. They're all very wavy and yet very hard to plan for. So in that scenario, yes. But then there are other scenarios where maybe it's not an entire server infrastructure, it's just a tiny function, or it's Azure AD and you want to pull from that. That's a much smaller cost that actually is a great use case for that. And in the colocation world at Opus Interactive, we can do all the public cloud on-ramps as well. So you can do, like Shannon was talking about earlier, it's more of an any cloud strategy, and part of any cloud and hybrid cloud is actually colocation. The data center is at the core.
Yeah, there are definitely going to be times when cloud makes more sense financially than colocation. There are going to be times when colocation makes more sense financially than cloud. One of the really cool things about working with Opus Interactive is we're bringing to the table 28 years of working in hybrid and multi-cloud, and so part of what we really specialize in is working with our customers to help them define what are the workloads, where do they need to be, how quickly do they need to be there, how do they need to perform when they get there, and building out the solutions based on that really help them to make sure that they're gaining any efficiencies that they need to from helping them to determine, is it on-prem, is it in colocation, is it in cloud? If it's in cloud, what type of cloud is really going to give them the biggest for their IT budget.
Opus Interactive.